How are you guys all doing tonight? Oh, you want some food and water? Yeah? You want food and water? I gotta go feed my dog. I'll be right back. I gotta go feed my doggy. You are hungry, aren't you? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yeah. Are you hungry, Hank? Yes, are you hungry? Good boy. Now fill up your water dish and I'll get you some fresh water. Like I always do. I love you, sweetheart. You're so good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're so good boy. Okay, here's your fresh water. Good boy. I love you. Yo, what is good, everybody? How are you guys doing on this Friday night? It is about, let's say about 5:15. But, yo, what is good, everybody? Is there any racing on this weekend? I don't think there is. I got to check on Flow, but I don't believe that there is any racing coming up. Oh, there was that one snowcross, I think, this weekend, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Other than that, there's only bull, or like, I don't want to say bull riding, but like PBR ride. I don't know. There's nothing good on for sports right now. You might have to go to college or even at that. Other than shout out to the women's volleyball team, I guess, for the Badgers. They've been playing some awesome volleyball lately. I don't follow volleyball because volleyball can get kind of boring to watch, but hey, they're doing good. Well, okay. Technically speaking, though, you could still drive, but technically speaking, what you should do is you should learn how to drive and then get up to me, and then I'll drive from there. If you can just learn, if you can go without your license, you don't need your license, Faith. To get up to me, you don't need your license. Technically speaking, if you're not breaking the law, why does a cop have a reason to pull you over? If your car is registered and you're doing all that correctly, but you don't have a license and you're driving just fine, why should a cop need to pull you over? If you're following all the laws, why would a cop need to pull you over if you're following every law? If you're using your blinker, if you're driving sensible and you're only going 5 to 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, you're fine. You should not get in trouble for not having your license, because a cop should not be pulling you over. And if you're following the laws and you're doing everything by the book, and it's not that hard. Actually, speaking of getting over to my house, okay? Speaking of getting over to my house from where you're at, the fastest way to get to my house, and I can do this, okay? I can shave off 30 minutes. Don't ask how I shave off 30 minutes. This is no joke. From your Pick and Save, where my friend Casey used to live, Faith, and work, at that Pick and Save in Appleton, over by Fleet Farm over there, on that side of town, you take that all the way out to the highway, correct? Right? Okay? Take that through Black Creek, you take that through, and then from Black Creek, you get up to Bonduelle, up at that Quick Trip up at Bonduelle. Yeah, I take that road. I take that road all the way there. Legitimately, 80 to 90 miles an hour. Then I hit the Highway 29, the highway that runs through Green Bay all the way to Wausau, to Chippewa Falls. And then from Chippewa Falls, you can hit I-94 all the way to Minnesota. But you know what? From when you get on 29, if you want to go from Hatley, you can literally go from Hatley to Bonduel, pretty much to Green Bay, 90 to 100 miles an hour. Consistently. At a consistent 90 miles an hour. Without seeing a cop. And that is no joke. No joke. For real. I've drove that many times to get the cases. And you could run 90 to 100 on some of those. On Highway 29, where I'm at right here and right now, to jump on the highway right here, to get all the way over to Bonduel towards Green Bay, to get to you. Mind you, I'm going 95 or 90 to 95, almost 100 miles an hour consistently. But I'm also watching the medians for cops. That's the only time they can get you, is if they're sitting in a median. No cop is going to get you if they're pulled over there. Fuck no. They're not going to pull you over if they got somebody else pulled over on the side of the road already. All you have to do is look in the medians. If there's a median, or if there's nothing, zoom, bye. If there's no median, bye. You can't get me. You can't catch me. Either way, it's not like I'm sitting there speeding over. Like, I'm just going 90 miles an hour. And then I'll back it down once I see a cop. But I never see a cop. So what's the point? Now, coming into little towns, I don't know. If you're going into little towns, then yeah. Then that's when I slow down, is when I get into towns. Like these little towns that you run into on the way to Appleton if you're going countryside way, like I have to go. Hi, Kim. How are you doing? But yeah, you could drive illegally, Faith. I'm just saying right here and right now, you could do it, because I've drove that hour and 30 minutes. I can shave off 30 minutes because there's no cops. I never see a cop. But then again, I gotta be careful though too. There will be a day where I probably would see a cop, but I drove too much over there to know my way there. I've never seen a cop. Never. I don't think I ever will. The only time I saw a cop was at a bar, but on the way there. And he wasn't even, he was already in the bar, so it wasn't even, I don't know. I just think it's weird. I just think it's different, but I still can't believe they have the snowmobile trails open, though, over here. They have them open, but should we be riding on them? Probably not. They're already saying it's poor conditions. We just had a little bit of rain and stuff, so. Oh boy, you're scared to drive alone. That's actually, I would be scared to drive with some. I'm scared to drive with people, honestly. Rather not drive with people. It's easier to drive alone, honestly. But I get your point though, Faith. Oh, Hank. Oh, Jesus, bro, don't hurt me. My dog's gonna hurt me. Yes, hi, Hank. Ow! Stop biting me. Give me kisses. Give me kisses instead of biting me. Thank you. I love you. Be nice to me. Yeah, you be nice to me. I know, you're excited. Are you excited? Are you? Ow! Knock it off. Yeah, I know you're excited. Yeah, I know. We know you're excited. Come here. Where's my hug? You're like, oh, I'm going to steal you. I'm going to steal you. I'm gonna steal you. I got you. Yeah, sure. You're my big babies, aren't you? Yeah, are you my big baby? No, my face. You can lick my face, but you can't scratch my face. I love you. Oh, yes. You act like a big baby, don't you? Yeah, you act like a big baby. Yeah, are you a big baby? Yeah, you are. Are you a big baby? Are you a big baby? Are you a big baby? Yeah, you are. We got him a Brewer collar last night. Let's take this off and then we'll get it back on you. We'll get it back on you. Just give me a sec. I gotta show everybody. I want to show everybody the collar we got you last night. Yeah. Here's his Brewer. Would you let me show everybody, Hank, the Brewer collar we got him last night? And he's got his tags on there. Well, he did have his Ravy tags on there, but we took those off. But he's got his regular tag on there with all his info. But we had to get him a different collar than what he had on. I'll show you guys. Just give me a sec. My mom's boyfriend is black, and he said, get this gay collar off him. He thought this was a gay collar for a male chocolate lab. He thought this was a gay collar. My mom's boyfriend. He thought that was a gay collar, and I think this one's way better. But either way, I like this one though. I like the Brewer colors. Yeah, here's a good boy. Yeah, he was just fed too. I just fed him. Yeah, we just ate, didn't we? And then I had Culver's for supper. And when I was at Culver's, me and my mom got home and we had 2 bags, right? We thought the one bag we thought both bags were ours. Well, apparently, obviously, somehow we got somebody else's order and we got a cod fillet meal. Damn! I was so happy. We still got our meal plus somebody else's. Win-win for us. We didn't know that until I got home, which I thought was pretty cool. If I'm being honest. Yeah, for one reason, and you should know why. You should know why he's got a Brewer collar. Take one lucky guess why he's got a Brewer collar. Hey! No knocking it over. No knocking everybody over. Stop knocking everybody over. Yeah, you want to... Oh, you're mad at me because you know I'm live streaming and you want to go outside, don't you? Yeah, you're mad at me. Damn, bro. Be mad at me. That's why he did that. He's mad at me. Let's go outside. Get to go potty. Drop it. Hey, let's go outside. I'll be right back, everybody. I just gotta let the doggy out. Hurry up, we'll get your treat. Go potty. Damn, it's getting cold out. Oh, Faith, I gotta ask you a question. If you're still in there when I get back, I gotta ask you a question. Oh, my dog's gotta go poop. Hurry up. Go poop. Go poop. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Hank. Run, Hank, run! You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat? Come on! Be careful so you don't fall when you... Good boy! Good boy! Hello, everybody. I'm back. I just had to let my dog out. How are you all doing tonight? Damn, is it getting cold out. It's supposed to be, tomorrow it's supposed to be 2 degrees. And then we're supposed to have a wind of 35 miles an hour. It's supposed to be like 36 below on Sunday. I'm like freezing right now. I don't know how my dog does it. I am like freezing. Somebody give me some cold beer. Somebody give me some liquor. Something. I need something here tonight. Oh, God, I got some weed on me right now. I got some weed on me right now. I got a card on me. Right, we are. But it's still, I think this is the coldest it's going to be this year. We're already at 35 below. We're going to be at 35 below on Sunday night. Or Saturday night going into Sunday. We're supposed to have really cold temps. It's already starting to feel cold out there. From the heat wave we just had to now going back down to below zero. I guess I can't complain because I was already out riding in it last weekend. Then again, I got all my protective gear on and I got no wind. I don't feel no wind on my snowmobile, so I don't know. Grandma's like, well, you can be out there. You can help me out in the garage. I'm just like, are you kidding me, Grandma? I'm a lot warmer on the snowmobile than I am just standing out here in it. Not to be mean, but she thought it was a bright idea to get wood off the trailer and put it in the garage. Well, as we were putting it in the garage, I'm sitting out there freezing, and she's just like, well, join the club. I've been out here for an hour in 21 below. I'm just like, I don't know how you do this. Well, and she's just like, I don't know how you went out and rode. I was like, Grandma, I'm also a lot warmer with all the wind going by me. I'm all dressed nice and warm with my handlebar heaters, windshield. So I'm covered from the wind. So I don't know. Oh, what is it supposed to be by you on Sunday? Is it supposed to be like 35 below by you? Because ours, I think we're supposed to be like 36 below on Sunday, going into Sunday morning. And Faith, are you going to church on is it Wednesday for Christmas Eve? I know I am. I'm going to church on Christmas Eve. I'm already affiliated with a church over by me, and wow, I am impressed with my church. And you guys can watch them on YouTube. They have a live stream. They live stream every service they have. Well, what's really cool is, and this is no joke, our congregation keeps growing and growing and growing. Our church has grown to a congregation of over 1,000 people. And I'm just like, dang. On a church service, we have a huge church. And I'm telling you, you can't fit another person in that church. They're actually having to have another service, and they actually get a lot of people up in the traditional service along with the contemporary service on the same times. I was like, damn. I was like, wow. We do have a good church, and we're Lutheran. We're a Lutheran ministry. Would you behave, please? Lutheran ministry, so. But, oh yeah, I can't wait for church. I get excited for church, honestly. Even though I don't pay a lot of attention, I get excited for church. I mean, I pay attention to the songs and stuff, but other than that, I try to pay attention to the sermon, and sometimes I get into the sermon for a little while, but then it's like, yeah, then they bore me when. But either way, this church service is not bad. It is by far for the younger generation, and just for like the people that are in their 60s. Yeah, we got a little bit of Big Daddy Weave. We got a little bit of. Oh yeah, we sing a little bit of everything in our contemporary. All your songs that are on YouTube, we sing them. All the Christian songs that are on YouTube, we usually sing them. Oh boy. Well, I'm going with Lindsay, so I'm going either way. I'm going with my friend Lindsay. She's part of my church service, church, but I don't have anything against people, but people that go just because it's Christmas and they feel like they have to go. I don't want to say I don't like those people, but like, what's the point of going to a Christmas church service? And I get a lot of people do this for holidays, and I don't understand why people need to do this, but like this is what irritates me. It's either you like church or you don't. It's either you go to church or you don't. That's how I see it. You don't just go just because it's a holiday and everybody else goes to church, so you need to try to fit in and go and act like you're part of a church. You're not part of the church, even though you might be a member, but are you part of this church? No, you're not, because technically you only go on holidays. So if you only go on holidays, technically are you part of the church? Even though you are? Even though you are you still part of the church? I don't believe you should be a member at that rate. If you only go because it's a holiday, and that's the only reason why you're going, I don't believe you should be part of the church. I religiously watch it every weekend. I'm actually part of the church. I was confirmed there. I went through catechism there. I went through everything to be able to take communion. I've actually had my first communion through catechism. Yes. And I was confirmed. So I went through all the right, Kim. I remember that. And I just remember all the church services are always usually packed for Christmas every year. And I don't understand some of these people. And a lot of these people just go to church on Christmas, and I don't understand it. Why people feel the need that they need to do that. And not go to any other church service. Yeah, but then again, you don't have to talk to anybody on Christmas. You just have to talk to people by you in your pew, which is not bad. A lot of people keep to themselves at church, so it's not too bad. And I like it. It's easy to get along with people here at my church. It's not awkward either. There's so many people that it makes it not awkward. If that makes sense. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it does in a church setting. If you don't have very many people in a church, at a church service, it's almost like your anxiety goes through. My anxiety goes through the roof for some reason. But then when you get in with a big huge crowd of people at a church service, it's like, oh, okay, it's not too bad. You see somebody cough, okay, you can do this. You can at a church service where there's nobody and there's like maybe 60 people at most, if that even. It's like, whoa. It's like, bro. It's like, bro. It's like you don't even want to cough. You don't even want to make too much noise because you're afraid of the only one to make the noise. It's like, it's like you can almost hear yourself think it's that quiet. And that's why I don't dislike churches like that. Just from coming from a church like that, I don't ever want to go back to a church setting like that. I like the church I'm at. I like the message and the sermons. I don't know. I think everybody should be part of a church, but that's just me. I'm not saying and like, I don't know. The way we grew up back then versus now, it's like my grandma's like, oh, I wanted just a church family and this and that, and I wanted a family that didn't do drugs, didn't do this, didn't do that. And I'm thinking to myself, Grandma, if you're considering weed a drug, I mean, yeah, one time it was a drug. Back in your generation, it was a drug. Nowadays, it's not even a drug. It still kind of is, but not. Now it's more medical use than anything, but that's the different world that they used to live in and we live in as a generation. It's like I look back at it and my grandma's right. It's not right to do, but you know what? Times have changed. Just like she's afraid to touch anything on her phone, or not on her phone, but on her iPad. She's got a 2021 generation iPad, and she's still afraid to go on certain things and go on certain apps and mess around. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to mess it up. You're not gonna mess it up. All you have to do is this, and then boom, I'm done. And it's something. And I said to Grandma, I said, "This is all stuff you could have." Well, I just didn't want to wreck anything, Grandma. An iPad, you cannot wreck. I can guarantee she won't wreck an iPad. Just by going on these different websites, doing this and doing that. And now she's talking about, because there's so many apps on her iPad, that now she wants to. Now my grandma is so paranoid because somehow her stuff, somehow my stuff is getting on her stuff, and I don't like it. Well, she doesn't like it, and I'm not doing nothing to her iPad, nothing. And she gets these different pop-ups, and she doesn't know how they happen, and she thinks it's my fault. So she wants her iPad all hers and this, and I'm like, Grandma, it is your iPad. All I did was download. I got too much this. I got too much this. I was like, you use it all. And she's paranoid about everything. And she wants it all wiped clean and start all over with her accounts, I was like, Grandma, you have everything the same. All of this is yours. I don't understand why she does what she does. She's so paranoid about everything. It's like you can't even touch her iPad with other asking without her saying, I'm wrecking something. Well, I don't want to wreck something. Can you come here? I got a question on my iPad. What is this? And then all of a sudden I look at it and I'm just like, it's just an ad. There's a thing up. I'm just like, and she knows this. And she knows this, and she does this too. She knows how to use it too. She knows how to do it. And I'm just like, Grandma. And then she doesn't realize this. She doesn't need internet at the house. But yet, I think she's got it. Because her iPad works better off the internet and on data. Because, she's got data, but you think she would bring it places. I told Grandma, and I said to Grandma, Grandma, look at me right here right now. You can do anything you want on your iPad. So say you're out in the general public and you don't have internet. Well, you don't need internet. You have internet wherever you go. She has data on that because Dad put her on a data plan for him to get a new phone. So when he got a new phone, she got a new iPad because she needed a new iPad. My dad needed a new phone, so they went together on it. Faith, weren't you supposed to have, quote me if I'm wrong, didn't you tell me at one time, Faith, that, ooh, that was cold on my teeth. Didn't you tell me at one time, Faith, that you were supposed to have surgery for your seizures and stuff? Quote me if I'm wrong, and you told them you didn't want it? Kim, did you ever know about that? Faith told me one time. Faith told me one time she could have had surgery. She was supposed to get surgery for her seizures and stuff, and she never did. Quote me if I'm wrong, though, Faith, but I believe what I just said is correct. I believe, wasn't it last week or the week before you told me this? Just recently, I think you told me you were supposed to have surgery, but you never set up an appointment or never got an appointment set up because you told them no. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what you told me. Comment down below. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what you told me. That you didn't want surgery and you told them no. Shame on you. You should get the surgery. Because if you got the surgery, you could be able to drive. Why is this cart doing this? What is it sitting at? Oh! Duh! No wonder why it's not hitting. How it got to that level, I don't know. But fuck me. $2.8 now, 1.8. Oh, I know. I know it's her choice. But I was just me and her have talked about it. This was before she didn't think it through. She didn't think it through before saying it. I think is from what me and her have talked about. I'm not giving her a hard time. She ultimately can do what she wants. But me and her have talked, and I think we came to the conclusion is if she can do that, you know what? She'll be able to drive if she can get the surgery. And that opens up the door for many other things she can do, too. Because right now she had to quit smoking weed because of seizures, which she's sad about. Plus, on the other hand, she'll be able to drive. So kill two birds with one stone and help her get the surgery so that maybe someday then maybe we can get her to so she can drive again, or she can drive and be able to get her license and be able to hold a job and everything else. Because another thing's going to come down is holding a job and being able to work a lot of hours. If she's having seizures, anxiety attacks, and some of this stuff, I think it might be beneficial all the way around. I know that's a lot to ask out of her, but I mean, I believe in the long run it'll be beneficial because me and her have talked about it. Moving forward, it'll be a great help because then she can have a car and her license someday. I already have my license So I can do it. I can drive everywhere, but it'd be nice if she could drive then too. Then I don't always have to do all the running and doing everything too then. Like she can at least do some of the running then too. But I mean, it'll all work out. It all takes time, just like my teeth, just like everything else. Everything takes time. But I did get my Christmas present today. I don't actually get to use it today. I get to open it on Christmas, even though I already know what it is. Me and my mom went and got it. She didn't know what she was going to get me. So I'll have to do a YouTube video on some of the items I get. I got some really cool YouTube videos coming for you guys and some stuff to show on Christmas. Oh my. I already got some of my Christmas presents. I don't have them personally yet. I already know what they are, and they're getting saved until Christmas, but you guys are going to see some really cool items. Oh, yeah. What are you guys going to post on Christmas? Is anybody posting anything on Christmas? Or anything? Their family get-togethers or items they get from people I know. I know that sounds like we're old now, so we don't actually really. You guys don't actually get presents, but like, if you guys still get presents, are you guys gonna be doing anything? From what I heard, I think she might be getting the 17. I think she's getting. From what she's been, I think, telling me. I don't think she's got the 16 right now. Nice, Kim. I'll be on Christmas. I'll be live streaming. I'll have to figure out a time to live stream, but I'll for sure be doing a video of the items I got, and I'll be coming out with more videos on some of the items and use the items, because the one item you guys are really gonna think is really, really cool. I really think it's cool. For 70 bucks. For 70 bucks. Oh, this thing's awesome. I don't want to disclose what it is right now, but I almost want to give it away. But you guys are gonna love what I got. Even I love what I got. That's saying a lot. Then next year I'm gonna get a cockpit, because realistically, I'll tell you guys what I got. I'll spoil it, but you guys are gonna have to see the video. Here, I'll even go show you all. Okay. This is the room of all the presents we just got today. So my biggest item is like right here. These are my items right here. Well, from what my mom got me. I got that. These are not mine. That stuff is not mine. Spoiler alert. We got that coming for Christmas, right? Here is the item. And hey, get down. That's my dog. But here is a Nike sweatshirt. And look at this beauty. This thing is so cool. This is for the Nintendo Switch. And I got some racing games on my Nintendo Switch. So you guys are going to see a lot more content coming from this. You guys are going to see more videos of this when I get it on Christmas, and you guys are going to see it all the time. This is my new favorite piece. It's got pedals. It's got everything you can think of. It is. I've used the steering wheel before on my Xbox, and it was a lot of fun. The Switch is really fun. Handhelds are becoming the new wave. Come on, Hank. Come on, honey. But yeah, the handhelds are coming to be the new. Hey, come on, out. Come on. That's why I think PSP is coming out with another one now too. PlayStation's coming out with another handheld. Same with Xbox. Xbox I think is coming out with another one. So companies are coming out with handhelds again. Handhelds are becoming the new big thing again. That's why I know I got the Nintendo Switch, but now just this year they came out with the Switch 2. I got my Switch like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, ask them and see what they can do, because you'll benefit from it, Faith, and I would think it would be beneficial to think about. I'm not saying you have to get it, but just think you might be able to smoke weed again. You might be able to drive, because right now you're not able to drive with it. So something to think about. Toss the idea around, because you don't want seizures all your life, do you? You don't want to have to worry about if you're going to have one or if you're going to have an anxiety attack, all this stuff. I don't think you want to have to worry about that. You just want to be able to... Oh, yeah. I think it might be beneficial. You toss that idea around. We've already talked about it. You do what's best for you. And I think having a car... So then if you have kids, or if we have kids, like, then you can have a car to take them places. I have my own car to go places. Then you're not relying on me, and then I don't have to be there to rely. So you don't have to rely on me. It's like, I like that idea though too. So I mean, it's all beneficial, because then getting to and from work is easier for you. Then getting to and from work for me is easier. It's like everything is easier. You just got to look at and I'm looking from a long-term perspective. Long-term. I'm thinking long-term. Knock it out while you're young, and then I'm not saying for you to get it. Well, I'm just throwing out ideas why you should. I'm not trying to influence your decision on this one. I'm just letting you know it's the different scenarios and playing this all out as a everyday day-to-life thing. I'm not telling you to go get the surgery. I'm not telling you nothing. I may be suggesting it, but you don't have to get the surgery. If you don't want the surgery, you don't want the surgery. If you want seizures and you want all that the rest of your life, and you want to keep going down that road, go for it. I'm not telling you you have to. I'm not telling you you should. I'm just saying my piece on it. You're fine. Come here. Come here. You're fine. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Nobody else is in that room. Nobody else is in my brother's room. Even Mom doesn't go in there other than for work. Yeah, you're fine. So back to what I was saying with that Switch. Like now, like with those pedals, like those pedals are that setup. I can get like a full racing, like a full race car setup, like a full cockpit setup for under 200 to 300. So I'm going to next year. But yeah, but what? Okay, Kim, I got a question for you. What consoles did you guys have growing up in your guys' generation that you guys that played? That a lot of people like. I know there was the Nintendo NES. Then there was the Nintendo 64. Then there was the Nintendo or Super Nintendo. My dad's got the Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. And then there was Game Boy, there was Game Boy Advance, there was Game Boy Color, there was DS, there was DSi, 3DS, 3DS XL, DSi XL. That was some of them in my generation that I remember. The Wii. The Wii is a good one. That's always a fun one. They have Nintendo Sports, Nintendo eSports, which is the same thing as Wii Sports Resorts. But a lot of the Mario games I like on the Switch. But then again, I don't play a lot of Mario to worth getting Mario, but I love Mario. It's just, I just get so mad at the game that I can't even play it. There was a day where I could play it. Now I play Mario Party and I play a lot of those. I don't play Super Mario anymore. Even though Super Mario is good. Oh, yes. The PS2 was a big seller back in the day. I had the Xbox 360. That was really fun. The most fun I've ever had was on an Xbox 360. And why my dumb ass sold it, I don't know why. I don't honestly know why. To this day, I can't. I'm mad at myself for it. I had some games you can't even get anymore. I had way too many games I couldn't get anymore. Way too many. Oh, God, it was insane. It was insane the amount of games I had. Oh, now that makes me upset for getting rid of it. And you guys will be really mad why I got rid of all my consoles. The worst mistake I've ever made. There's this thing called SELLING. STUFF. Selling stuff. There's a thing called selling stuff, right? I was hard up for money. Like a dumbass, I sold an Xbox 360 with over 50 games. At least. An Xbox 360 with over 100 games. 4 or 5 different controllers. For 120. And I hate myself to this day. Because a lot of the dirt games on there were so good, and I was so good at them. Like Dirt Showdown, Dirt 2, Dirt 3. I was so good at those. Now they don't even make realistic games like that anymore. Right. If you just think about it, Faith, I'm not influencing your decision. Now, just sit here and think about it. sit here and think about all the different things you can do and all the different things you don't have to worry about, all the different things you don't have to take, all the different meds you don't have to take, all the different doctor's appointments you don't need to have, all the emergency calls you don't have to make, everything else. Just look at it all at a bigger picture. Hey, Hank, what are you doing? Look at it at a bigger picture. You can have a car. You can drive. You can smoke weed again because you don't have seizures and all this. I'm not influencing you. I'm just letting you know that that's maybe what you should do. Do I think it would be the smartest decision to get it done someday? Yes. Do I think it's safe to live with it all your life? Not really, but that's your choice. You do what you got to do. But I just think it would be beneficial. But there's racing on tomorrow. Snowcross, the Midwest series. There's a different series. It's a whole nother series from the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross that I love. I don't like the Midwest series, but that's the only thing that's on. So I'll probably turn it on and see what it's like. If it's boring all day long, then we'll just turn it off. If it looks boring, we'll turn it off. I ain't gonna keep something on that's boring. Even though it's Snowcross, it may be boring. The way it's run. The way they run it. Because it's probably not a profession. I hope it's professionally run, but that's asking a lot for this series. For the Midwest series. But we'll see. Hi, Lindsay. How are you doing, girl? Haven't talked to you much other than just a little while ago. I haven't talked to you since this afternoon. How have you been? Oh, God. I ain't embarrassing myself, Lindsay. Lindsay, I am not making a cow noise. I have too many people in here. That I can't do it with. So no. That's getting saved for another time. Hey, Kim, that is my friend Lindsay Peterson that I hang out with on a daily. When I'm not in your guys' live streams, Kim, and I tell you I'm with my friends, that's usually who I'm with. When I pop in to say I'm with my friends, that's the girl right there that I'm usually hanging with. Little fun fact. Hank's here. He's just out here by me. He was on the camera for a while. You missed him. I'm sorry. I'll get him back on. I just want to get loved up again. He was already on me. Oh, we are. You don't, Kim. You would be beside yourself if you knew what we did when we hang out. I think it's kind of funny what we do. So we go find free stuff, right? We go around town finding free items on people's curbs, right? And we replenish them at our friend's house, right? Then we get their reaction. Sometimes we get their reaction. Most times we don't even get to see their reaction. We only get to see where the item ends up, or where they put the item. The one friend we have, we did it to, and we keep doing it to him. The one day he's like, one of these days I'm gonna move my car up by my neighbor, and I'm gonna put it up by. Yes, I remember that. Okay, Okay, the one night I went and gave this one friend of ours in the trailer court that doesn't like us anymore and gets mad at us, and it's kind of funny because every item we were giving him for a while there, he was chucking it across the street. I was like, and then the one night I was gonna do it, and the one night I was giving him an item, and all of a sudden, I heard somebody coming. I'm just like, oh shit, get me out of here! So I quickly did it and ran out. I'm just like, whoa. Yeah, yeah. The thing, the easel. Okay, this is funny. This is hilarious. I gave my friend Jasper, who's no longer my friend. He hates me now. Always has since school. Okay, so I went and gave him an item one night. I gave him and his parents a painting easel, like an easel to put a wreath on, like a Christmas wreath. Well, right. Okay. They reused it. They reused the easel, right? They used it and put or some sort of security camera in use sign or whatever. I was like, wow. And I would still to this day go over and do it. I would have no issue still going over there, even though they have cameras, to give them a free item. And they probably had it way longer. They probably had that security camera up the whole time. While I was doing it. Did I ever get caught? No. Then the one time I gave my friend Peyton, because the one time we found paint on the side of on someone's curb. That was the best. That was the best. And I had another paint to do, and then my friend Jessica was being too lazy, and I'm sorry, but she was being too lazy and wouldn't even drive all the way over there the one night. And I think that was the night that was the night we hit the deer, and and she never gave us back the paint to go give to Peyton. Oh, that still makes me mad. We gave him one set of paint, and then I opened it and put it on the grass, because there was a sidewalk, and then there was grass in front of the sidewalk. And then there was the road after the grass. And then there was their yard. Well, I put it in front of, it was still their yard. They had just like a little section here. Because it was to the right, or to the, it was closest to the road. And we opened up a paint can that we found on somebody's curb, and it was still usable, so I tilted it and tipped it over on the grass, and it's still there. The mark is still in the grass there. It's not hurt nothing because it's not in their actual yard. Then we had another paint can, and it was supposed to be even funnier than what I just explained. We were going to open it, and my dumb ass was going to go put it on their driveway, dump it on their driveway, and just leave it on their driveway. That never freaking happened. I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad about it. Because that was last month. It was last month or the month before. 1 or 2 months ago it was supposed to happen. Still makes me upset. I still wanted to give that to Peyton. My friend Jessica is no longer friends with us anymore. Friends with me and Lindsay anymore. That still upsets me, but whatever. Oh, yeah. I can do SpongeBob, but do I dare? Yeah, but I don't want to embarrass myself to Kim. Kim is, I don't know. I don't want Kim embarrassed. I don't want to embarrass myself. And I'm definitely not going to be a screaming goat. Don't even ask. It takes me like 5 times to actually get it correct, and I'm not going to make a fool of myself on here. That is for sure a no-go. Well, because I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass myself. Oh my God. Fine. Fine. That sounds horrible though. I can do way better. Oh, you're looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? You're looking at me like, what the hell? You're looking at me like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, as you should. You should look at me like, what's going on? You're like looking at me like, what are you doing? Oh my God, he runs away from me. Hi. Hi. What? 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 You're fine. You're fine. Give me hugs and kisses. I love you. Oh, yes. Hugs and kisses. Yeah. Oh, I never showed you. I showed everybody else. I showed everybody else in the chat already. Lindsay, you can see his new collar. We just got him at last. Wait, it's upside down. We just got him at last night. It's way too big on him right now, but it's not too big. He'll grow into it in a week. So it's just a tad bit big. Well, you know why we got Brewer, don't you? Yeah, Hank. Oh, Hank. I love you. I love you. I love you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. With my hug. Oh, do I get hugs? Yes, I get hugs and kisses, don't I? Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. Are you a good boy? Yeah, you a good boy? Yeah, now you're gonna go play? Okay, you can go play, bud. Hard to find someone who cares about you. Playing a little bit of 3 Days Grace. And I got my Switch on me right now. I can show you guys the Switch. Here's the actual. This is how it's supposed to be set up if you're not going to use. I'll show you. You guys can barely see that. But just know I got a Switch. Here's the actual Switch. But that's the steering wheel. The steering wheel that's in my brother's room for Christmas goes for this. But this is just the screen here. You can play this off to the TV. You don't have to just use it on here. And I'm not just going to use it on here. I am going to be able to use it on the TV so I can race on the TV. so I can use that steering wheel. And I got Wreckfest for it. Then I got World of Outlaws for it. Then I got Super Mario Party or Super Mario Kart, or I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Let me turn the brightness down on this so you guys can see it better. You guys might be able to see if I turn down the brightness on this. You guys might actually, yeah. Let's turn this all the way down, and then you guys can see what I'm doing. Wait. Wait, we gotta go this way. Wait, where are we at this? I can barely see that myself. What do you want, buddy? Oh, you're right there. Well, I gotta look on the Nintendo eShop. There's a couple games on there that I want. Yeah, well, then you gotta be with me and Lindsay. You gotta be with me and Lindsay. Oh, God, we would have you laughing all night long. And that is no joke. Lindsay will agree. We'll make you laugh all night long. If this is just making you laugh, oh God. If this just makes you laugh, you can only about imagine what our night entails. This is just part of what we do. This ain't even the best part of what we do. You haven't even seen the best parts yet. This is just some of it. Lindsay will agree with me on that one. Deeper, Patrick. Deeper, Patrick. You gotta do that fast. You gotta do that really fast, though. You gotta do that really fast and loud. And I can't do it that fast. If only I could do it that fast. Gary, I love your slime. I'm Squidward now. Patrick, you just have to have a deep voice. You just have to have a deep voice. Like you almost have to have almost like a kid deep voice. And it's got to be a little rough. Your voice has to be a little rough too. It's weird. I've tried to do... I cannot do Mr. Krabs to save my life. My friend Casey can, but no, I just cannot. That one I don't even know how to even do. But hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta let my dog out. God damn, you got so many toys, bro. And we just bought you more for Christmas. Dang, bro. You got a lot of toys. Yeah, buddy. Boy, my dog's got a lot of toys. We just bought him more stuff for Christmas. We bought him Christmas items. So we got him some bones. We got him some other stuff. But dang, we were talking about getting him another toy bed. He's got a lot of toys. More toys than any dog needs. But then again, I like to spoil them, though. I always like to spoil my dogs. This is the first dog that's actually played with toys that I've actually had. So I like that. I can buy toys. Come on, bud. Come on. You want a treat? Oh, yes. What the hell, dog? I love your reaction. I love your reaction to it, bud. Your reaction is funnier than me actually doing it. You jump and get scared at me like, what the hell am I doing? Your reaction's almost funnier than mine. It's like you're coming at me like what the fuck? Dude, my dog gets like weird. He just like looks at me and jumps up at me. I'm just like, what the? Oh yeah. Oh no, because I haven't had a chance to really show it. Here's the game my girlfriend got me. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Hold on, I hope it shows. Right now you can just see my screen. You guys can see the freaking live stream. I don't like that. Come on. Come on, show the game. Come on, I want you to show the game. There we go. What is it asking me? You know, it's like, this game is like Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah. Here, I'll show you. I gotta go grab it. I'll go grab it for you guys. I think the thing is still up here. Or do I bring it downstairs? It's Super Mario. Yeah, it's Super Mario. What is it? It's Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It's a lot like, and to be honest, it's a lot. The concept is a lot like, it's a lot like Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. Is the way it plays. Or if you've ever played Skylanders on the Wii, that's exactly what it is. Because you can switch different characters almost. You can switch between different characters and you have different power-ups on different characters. So it's a lot like if you've ever played Skylanders with the Portal for the Wii and you had to go buy those different Skylanders. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's Skylanders just on here instead of the Portal. It's basically all it is. I love it. I want to get Mario Party now too, but that's expensive though. But Mario Party is the GOAT though. I am going to get GTA for it though. I got to get some driving games though too. I got to get, there's a Need for Speed game I played. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That's another one I want that I played on the 360 that they have now on the Switch. Now, another game that they should bring back is Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 from the Xbox 360. They should remaster it. That was the best zombie game there was. Go into a safe house to load up and get different guns, and then go out and shoot zombies and try to stay alive the whole until you get to the next safe house. Kind of like Resistance. I think it was. Resistance for the PS3. I want to say it was Resistance. I want to say it was. Quote me if I'm wrong, but it's a lot like that game. That game was fun, but challenging. But what is your guys' favorite game from the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3? There's a lot of games from the Xbox 360 I like versus the PS3. Not saying the PS3 was bad. The PS3 was still way goated though too. They had a lot of good games versus PlayStation 5, but still, if you're into racing games and you're into sports games, hop over to Xbox. Hop over to Xbox. Xbox will be your friend if you like sports and racing games. They don't really offer a lot of racing and sports games on the PlayStation. Not saying PlayStation doesn't have sports games. They do. They just don't have a lot of racing games or a lot of cool games. I mean, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I like them both. But if I were to choose, it would be an Xbox. That's my take on it. I don't care what all you guys think. You guys can be Sony fans or you guys can be Xbox fans. I'm an Xbox fan. Always have been. You won't change my mind. That's always the platform I've always played on. I'm not saying PlayStation is bad, but PlayStation isn't user-friendly. Xbox is user-friendly. Anybody can just go pick up an Xbox and know what they're doing. Anybody just can't go pick up a PlayStation and know exactly what they're doing. Right. So that's where, Kim, if I were you, and if you want to get back into gaming, go to Xbox. Xbox hasn't changed. Their platform hasn't really changed. The only difference now is you have to download the games. Once you actually get the disc, you have to download the game to the Xbox before you can play it. It's not like you can just insert a game and begin playing. And that's slowly because now they can update the game while you have it. So by downloading it when new updates come out, it updates the game for you. And I think that's why you have to download the game once you have the disc. Right. It's been that way for many years now. And I don't know, that way is cool because then they can update the games while you have it. So I guess that feature is nice. See, so like say I'm playing a sports game, it'll update the roster as the season goes on. Like if somebody gets traded in MLB, it'll update the roster for you. I love it. That's cool. You get a live roster on my MLB game and on some of your certain games. It's like, whoa, this is cool. Now that's where the download capability when you have the disc is nice. Because before, they never updated the game. What you got is what you got. Like if they added stuff to it, you won't. I don't know. You have to add in another game, and that's where technology has grown so much. But there's just so much they can do, though. Right. Nowadays, you don't really have to pay for like more like say with certain games you had to pay for like the DLC packs and all this stuff. You still pay for DLC stuff, like, but it's not like you need to anymore. And now what's really cool too is you can either pay $30 a month on Xbox to get all the games you want, but then once you don't pay that $30, you don't get any of those games. Or you can spend the money to buy the games and always have the games, so you don't have to buy, because after a while, if you keep playing Xbox and you keep every single game you have and they're all working right, eventually you'll have so many games you don't know what to do with. That's what I had with the Xbox 360, and I'm just like, holy shit, I could get a lot of money. I only ended up with $120 when I was all said and done. I was like, dang, I could have, and I was trying to sell it for $150, and I know I could have got $150 for it. With almost 50 games and over 100 and some games on there, and I had like 10 different games that I actually paid for. But like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a YouTube live stream or a YouTube short or a YouTube video. Right, it is expensive. But then again, now Xbox is going to be coming out with a new Xbox next year. PlayStation's about ready to come out with a new PlayStation in 27, which they're going to come out with 3 different consoles. They're going to have the PlayStation 6, PlayStation 6 Pro, plus the PSP 2 coming out. Xbox is coming out with a hybrid system where you're able to play every Xbox game, plus they're adding it's gonna be more hybrid like, plus you're able to play PC games now. They're gonna have a better hard drive and better digital chip in there, so the graphics are better and faster. It's gonna be more. They're gonna have a console version too. Plus, they're coming out with a handheld. So I like the way things are going. Plus, you just got a drop of the new Nintendo Switch 2, so that's been going over big. So I mean, there's a lot going on. But like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a YouTube live stream or a YouTube short or a YouTube video. But until then, bye everybody.